and welcome to our video review session this week with No Bones About It, Puppy Day School. We are going to be working today with our newest little puppy, Fozzie. Whoop, whoop. Oh, what you doing? Hi, Foz, what you doing? You're eating a leaf? That's so nice. Hi. So I have the puppies separated today into our littles and our bigs that are over on the other side. Just want to go over a couple things. Really, the first couple weeks we are working on figuring out schedules, getting comfortable with everything that goes on here, socializing, which this one does not have a problem with. You've seen some of the video clips. We have a very confident puppy here. And then trying to introduce some of our foundation skills. We're really focused the first 2 weeks on what we call, hey, come here, Papa, what we call name game, and which isn't, I'll get into, we're gonna do some of the actual mechanics of how we do all of these things in a few minutes. Just a couple things to keep in mind when we're practicing. We're always building value for things like when I say your name, pay it, give me eye contact, find out what I need next. That's really what name game is about. When I say your name, it's a stop, look, and listen cue. You have to remember that your puppy hears their name so many times every day, and I'm gonna say probably a lot of those times it's not, there's nothing of great value in it. In fact, a lot of times it's the opposite. It's Fozzie, no, Fozzie, stop, Fozzie, don't do that, or just Fozzie, Fozzie, Fozzie. And there's no, we're not creating any value of like, when you hear that name, like you should be totally focused on me. So we spend a ton of time, even through my intermediate to advanced levels, working on that skill. So your dog is so enthusiastic when they hear their name, they want to focus on you and find out what's next. And then we introduced hand targeting. Hand targeting is another skill which is about getting your puppy to refocus, and it down the road it also can be used at a distance to get your dog closer to you. It's not in place of teaching your dog the word come, but it can be a great tool to get your dog closer to you, or to redirect or distract them from other things that we don't want them focused on. So I'm gonna grab a couple treats here, and I've got the 2 pups in here, but I also want to make sure that you know when you're working, even if you have food, it should never be just sitting out in the open. It should be, you can have it in your hand so it's ready to roll, but it should be slightly behind your back, or maybe in just like kind of hidden in a neutral position like a pocket. Reason being is that we don't want your puppy to be able to read your body language. We don't want your puppy going, oh, do you have treats? Then I'm going to pay attention because you're sitting here like this. So again, reminding yourself to constantly keep those treats sort of on you, but not visible. So I'm going to just give you a little bit of a demo with our little slightly older pup who has been here for a few weeks. Mochi! Yes, good pup. Hi, so Mochi, and hi. You want one of those? Hi. Touch. So Mochi's been here a couple weeks. So the 2 pups were, touch, yes. So the 2 pups were over chewing, sharing a little stick, having some fun. I said Mochi's name. Mochi turned, walked over to me to find out what I need. Reward immediately. I'm also using what we call a marker word. The word yes marks the exact moment that that puppy does something right, or what I'm looking for. So if I've given a cue like touch, yes. The minute that puppy's nose bonks my hand, they hear the word yes, which indicates to them, you got it, you got the right thing, and then the reward happens after that. Touch, yes, good. And then my treat can happen, at a more leisurely pace. The timing of the treat isn't as important as the timing of your marker word. Okay, we always want to start out and make things as easy as possible. So distance, remove distractions. I would practice in a really quiet space with the puppy in the beginning. Okay, touch, yes. Okay, so I'm making this really easy. I'm putting my hand right down, touch, yes, good. So this is hand targeting or the touch game. Touch, yes, very nice. Whoops, you that cookie. You lost that cookie. Okay, now we're gonna try a little bit of name game. Here, I'm just gonna distract the puppy with a treat. Fozzie! Yes! And as soon as that puppy's ears perk up and they look at me, I use the word yes. And then as they get closer, I add my hi. Add my cookie. Fozzie! Okay, so that was a little bit of trainer error. I dropped a bunch of crumbs on the ground. The puppy's totally obsessed with it. What I didn't do is keep repeating the puppy's name. That is the one thing, the one big mistake you can make when you're practicing name game. You're only allowed to say the dog's name one time. If you don't get a response, stop, figure out how to make some kind of adjustments so when you do it the second time, you can be successful. Okay, so right now, I can't really move location because I'm videotaping, but if I were practicing this on my own, hi, thank you. I'm also gonna reward for sometimes really nice behaviors like sit and not jump on me. Yes, good. That's very nice. Good job. Good job. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Good job. Very good. Good job. All right, now distract a little bit. What's that? Fozzie! Yes! Oh my God, that was such a brilliant, did you see that head, we call it a head snap, when that dog's head turns around really quickly. So those are the two skills that I really want you focused on in the next week, maybe two, is just working on name game, adding that marker word, Fozzie! Okay, so again, not repeating, just move from the distraction a little bit. Fozzie! Yes. So I waited until he was sitting, he was kind of like just glancing all over the place. I waited until his eye contact came up and met me. Fozzie! Yes. Very good. So name, eye contact, use your marker word immediately. Yes. Praise is separate. You can do, what a good job you did, whatnot. Very good. You're just such a good puppy. Such a good puppy. And then practicing our touch. Touch works the same. If I put my hand out and the dog doesn't touch, immediately come and touch my hand, then I'm gonna pull it away and I'm gonna try again. We're not gonna keep just leaving my hand out there and saying touch, 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 touch. I'm not gonna keep repeating the cue with my hand out. It's a one-time deal. I'm gonna put that out, touch. Okay, again. This, I kind of did that intentionally. Super distracting because of stuff on the ground. I'm gonna move the puppy. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Touch. Yes. Good. Hey, touch. Yes, good. All right, so the other thing to think about is how often should you be doing stuff like this? Think about your training as being sprinkled throughout the day. You should do 5-10 repetitions in a row when you're practicing touch. Something like this. You could get up, you could play a little, move some toys around, do some stuff like that. And before every meal, try to get 5 or 10 reps in. If you go out for a potty break, you just throw a handful of cookies, kibble, something in your pockets. So think about your training as just like an ongoing process. It's not something that you should be stopping every day and just being like, okay, now we're gonna train for 5 minutes, and then you do nothing else for the rest of the day. What you create in that scenario is a dog that is super right on when you are training, but the rest of the time ignores you, does its own thing. You have to make this like something that's super fun for the puppy to do all the time. So great first couple weeks. We are doing so awesome. We're super proud of you, and we will see you not next week. Remember, next week's a vacation week. For me, we will see you on the, I don't know, what day is that? 8, 9, 10th, May 10th, I believe. All right, take care. Bye.